What's up, guys, and welcome back to Poor Man Printing. And today we're going to go over a few things about the tokenomics. Right here we have my man Taps, who did a great interview with Mr. Rhys. It's a lot of things that they actually talked about in this video, but I'm going to hit on the tokenomics for this video. I will actually link this video down below if you want to watch the whole thing. It's a really good interview, and it's a lot of hidden gems in there too. So suggest you go subscribe to Taps Trades. He's got some of the best videos. I wish I was as good as you, Tap, but you know. So yeah, let's get into it.
But is there any more timeline info around more of what the OMI token utility, whether it's OMI to NFT or staking via master collector program?
There's no, I can't put a timeline on it, right? The move to immutable has to come first. Mm-hmm. And just to give some people some context there, as Michael, our CTO, was mapping it out, you know, he kind of said, all right, well, we could build it now and it might take us 8 weeks to build, test, implement, which is pretty well exactly the time we were planning to move to immutable. And then we would have to rebuild it all anyway, right? So the call was made to move to immutable.
Right.
Now, just to give you some context, I guess an update on that, that's about 90% of the way through development. It's going into stages of heavy testing now. I mean, at this stage, we're on track for probably the end of the month, if all goes well, right? And I just need to reiterate that we're dealing with people's money, you know, we're dealing with people's assets. We're picking up a huge app now and moving it, you know, and literally, you know, changing the underlying technology of that thing. So the testing will take as long as it takes, but they've been, you know, the devs have been working hard to get it there. I will also add, and a big congratulations to Michael, but he's only a few weeks out from having his first child, which understandably
Congratulations, Michael.
May cause some delays. So, you know, if that's the case, that's the case, right? But it's coming. It's on the way there. Now, in terms of OMI utility, once that happens, then we can start to build in OMI direct to NFT, and obviously staking as master collector wherever that is in the development pipeline. I'm not going to confirm that these features are coming. These are just things that people in the community have suggested, things that I really like, you know, like really cool abilities. Someone suggested the other day that, you know, maybe you could burn some OMI to have your market listing featured at the top of the page, right? I think that's a great idea, really cool way to go about it. So, you know.
That is a great idea. I mean, could you think about how many OMI tokens would be burned just to, you know, get your market listing first where everybody can see it and possibly buy that one, just have first take on it. I mean, there's so many things that you could do with the utility of the OMI token. It's unreal. And just like Rhys says, you know, none of this is concrete implemented into what he's saying, but Rhys has a big influence on the team. So you can take it as will. I'd rather listen to him talk about tokenomics than anybody else, you know, other than David and Dan. Yeah, you can guarantee that it's moving in the right direction, especially when Rhys talks. It could possibly happen just the way he says it. So let's continue on, though.
We'll work towards things like that. Same as we always collect feedback from people. If people have ideas like that, I mean, send them our way, right? I would love to see, you know, maybe ahead of a drop, you can commit a certain amount of OMI tokens, almost in the same way that if you go for a airline upgrade, right? If you're flying somewhere, and you can say, well, I'll bid 20,000 points and I might get an upgrade out of it, right? And you spend those points. Well, maybe you can bid 20,000 OMI and there's 10 spots available, and whoever bids the most OMI gets early access to a drop or something like that, you know? And
I like it.
Right? Like, so when we say there's more utility, I mean, there's so many possibilities of things we can build in that supplement the collecting experience, but also utilize the token.
See, I like that too. Even though it kind of leans toward, you know, pay to play type deal. But if you think about it, play to pay in this situation is helping us as OMI holders completely destroy the OMI token. Burn it to the ground, baby. So I'm all for it. You know, there's other things that's going to happen. It's not just going to be like a pay to play tokenomic system that VV/Ecomi is going to actually put into the VV app. They're going to also do stuff like social media, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter. They're going to implement all this into the VV app. So, hopefully where you got your phone and you're making a cool video like these guys do, like these really cool showrooms like Johnny Dunn has and everybody else. I mean, they put a lot of time into this stuff. But if they're making a TikTok and it's going viral, and the more stuff that they share on TikTok, the more stuff people share on Twitter, vice versa, Facebook, Instagram, all that's going to be implemented into the kind of the master collector type deal. So it's not going to be just play to pay. Okay, so let's listen and see what else he's got to say.
So we're definitely working towards those things and having a lot of conversations around them. I think one thing that's also important for people to remember is, I know the token's a bit disconnected at the moment, right? It's because there isn't that utility.
And that's correct. But it's about VV, right? But they don't talk too much about the token. Hell, hardly no crypto people are in OMI. It's more of believers and can see the future of which way OMI is going to go. But yeah, the token it's like secondhand compared to everything else. But I'm cool with that because we all know if VV does good, OMI does good.
Completely fine. We all know that. But the bigger the VV user base grows now, there will be a day where we switch on OMI transactions, and then you have 500,000 users or however many people that have the app that see this token appear, and wonder, well, what's that thing, and then we either walk them down the rabbit hole or they dive down it themselves and learn about the token, right? And then you open ways to incentivize use of that token. So maybe there's items in the store that are exclusively available in OMI, right? So benefits people that already have it. But the long-term plan of the MTL would be to facilitate a purchase of that token. So if I'm a non-crypto user and I go into the market, for example, and I see a FA RISO only for sale in OMI, right? Whoever owns it has listed it. Well, I want to buy that thing, and the MTL will facilitate that purchase, even though I'm using US dollars, and they're receiving OMI. So somewhere in between, it would make a market purchase of the token and then exchange it for the collectible, right? Now that's down the line, admittedly. But everything we do is to try and streamline those transactions, and really marry the interaction between crypto and non-crypto users in the same place. So, I mean, they're just a few examples, right, of potentialities and implementations that are on the table.
Well, those are exciting examples. And, like the investor in all of us are like, when, like we want this yesterday, right? But that's a lot to navigate, like all those different pieces, hitting on both sides, having the ability on the crypto side as well as the ability to cash out gems. And, I'm still a holder of XRP. It was the first thing I invested in back in 2018. And we saw what happened when you're not compliant. I am more than happy as an investor long-term that you guys take as much time as possible to figure this out, so that way it isn't going to blow up later down the line, right? So I think you guys are definitely approaching it the right way. It's just the investor and all of us who are like, oh, we want it to go to 50 cents, 20 cents or whatever tomorrow, but long-term vision, it makes a lot of sense to really, really walk on eggshells when it comes to these things.
Absolutely. And I mean, outside of the legalities of these things, then you need.
That's true too, because new people to crypto, they want to see 50x, whatever, 100x, 200x, 300x, whatever. OMI's not that. If you want to get into, say, one of these meme coins and pray that it actually happens and it shoots to the moon, you make your money, that's fine. I do it. But I do it for one reason, not financial advice, of course. Just like Dogecoin. Now, I'm not hacking on Dogecoin. It's just I use Dogecoin to make me money to put into OMI. If that tells you anything. But I'm a nobody, So I'm just letting you know how I do stuff. I see OMI long hold. It's going to make me so many gains down the road. It is unreal. So this is why I do what I do. But that's me. Y'all can do you. I'll do me. But I jump in these meme coins just to make some quick cash and to throw it in OMI. Because that's my main. I believe in OMI. I believe in the team. I believe in the whole thing. I believe in Dan. I believe in Rhys. I believe in David Yu. I believe in the whole team, guys. Alfred Kahn, hands down. That's why I do what I do.
You need the hours. There's a lot of dev time that goes into every single feature, and to go back to localization that we touched on before, right? If we're rolling out a new feature like that, well, then it has to suit all of the languages that we have in the app at that point, or anything like that, right? So I'm not going to say that as the app grows, the development slows down, because really we're moving at lightning pace for a normal right? Like the amount of things that roll out. Capture is a perfect example. Everyone was kind of yelling for it. A week later, the devs had it ready to go, or at least the first version of it. So we're definitely not moving slow. We're just, when you're used to things happening in crypto and people are just used to that dopamine hit happening all the time from things moving or whatever. There's just a disparity there. There's a disparity between the reality of what it takes to implement something and implement something at scale and people's expectations of getting rich in 3 days.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, well said. I mean, I think this is the.
Now I'm going to stop it there because we pretty much heard what Rhys has to say about the tokenomics and which way it's going to go. But like I said before, guys, this is a long hold. So people don't get discouraged about it. If it's not going 300x by tomorrow, OMI don't work that way. OMI reacts more like a stock than anything else, which makes me feel way safer having a lot of money in OMI than any other meme coin that could crash overnight because of who knows what and never recover. So I know these guys will recover. It could crash tomorrow. I still wouldn't sell. I'd leave it right in. I'd buy more then. That's just the way it is because I know which way Vivi's going to go. And OMI's tagging right along with it. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you this video, guys, and about the tokenomics, and just let all you guys be aware of, which way Vivi's going to go with the tokenomics. I know they're not going to say too much about it, but at least we got a little bit from Rhys, and that's good with me. So this poor man printing,